G'day, if you like my hat. It's falling apart. So we've had the digger and a truck and a roller here for about 5 weeks now. We've just about finished the house and the shed site and the driveway site. The whole driveway, it's not just a site. So the tanks, where the tanks go next to the shed, the house site, the shed site, the driveway that goes out of the shed site back up to the main driveway that comes into the property. That's all had a recoat of chunky gravel and a rollover. It's looking pretty good. It's certainly a very nice solid base. I'm hoping it goes wide enough to satisfy council. Behind me here is the sandstone slab that we were a little bit concerned about finding in the house excavation itself. It's a chunk of a thing and I really like it. It's what would that be, metre and a half tall. Sort of gives you an idea about about up to me nips. So we did actually hit it. We were a little bit concerned about hitting it during the house excavation or during the shed excavation, which would have meant that we couldn't go as deep as we wanted to, or it would have been way more expensive to drill and, I don't know, chip away at it, use a rock hammer on a digger or something like that. Would have been pretty expensive, pretty time consuming. It is off the shed site, so we're going to leave it, hopefully dress it, maybe clean it up somewhat. I know I'm sort of dragging on about a sexy bit of sandstone, but I'm pretty happy that we've got some nice natural features in the site, which is nice because the rest of it's pretty well flat. I mean, it'll have some features on it like a shed and a house and some tanks, and I'm pretty excited about that, but yeah, this will act like a nice it sort of slopes back into the bank a little bit, so any water that comes down off the batters will hit the sandstone, lay against that. Water will run downhill into a pit over in the corner, which sort of pulls water from the back of the driveway. Any water that runs down the driveway and down the batters will all pull to one point, and then there'll be a culvert out to the front of the excavation. So yeah, 5 weeks, we're just about done. It's looking really good. We've got some drainage in. We've got the batters that have been dressed with topsoil again, so they're looking nice. The curves on the place that they've been able to just pull by sitting the digger in one spot and reaching the arm out and just making a nice curve all the way around has been really good. I appreciate the simplicity in it, but also just the feature. It's nice to have smooth lines, smooth curves that actually meet in with the landscape, natural ground, the flat areas, the terrace. It all just sort of meets in one point, sort of way back over here, and looks really nice. So I'm very pleased at how things have come up. We've got a few pipes leaning up against this guy just to try and stay out of the wind. We've got a few pipes for culverts. We've got to use 3 through the middle of the block, 2 on the end of the block where I was just talking about. That point is sort of just over there somewhere where all the water's standing. And there'll be another culvert a little bit further out, so that we've got somewhere to go over the gully at the moment. So this will be the shed site. What I'm standing on now will be the driveway. Hasn't quite been rolled in yet, but the shed site has been. He's had the digger down the bank, rolling off all the batters on the bank on the other side of the excavation. Had the roller here for a couple of days now, smoothed out a few things, done the driveway. This is the main drainage point for the first pit that goes through the middle of the block, and there'll be 3 pipes that take water out to the to the bank. Very happy with how things have come along. 5 weeks has sort of flown past, and Christmas is well and truly in the past, but we're getting there, slowly but surely. Charlie Dog's still loving life.